7 best compact pistols better than a Glock. First rolled out back in 1982, the Glock earned its stripes as one of the most trusted fighting pistols on the planet. Folks count on it for one reason: reliability. It's plain, it's simple, and it just works. But what if you could get that same no-nonsense dependability, maybe even a few extra features, without the Glock price tag? That's exactly what we're diving into here. We've rounded up 7 compact pistols that ain't Glocks, but take everything folks love about them and crank it up a notch. Same rugged build, same ease of use, but with better value, and sometimes a little more bite. SAR-9. Built by SAR Silmas out of Turkey and brought stateside for folks here at home, this 9mm striker-fired semi-auto runs on a polymer frame and has proven itself in some serious company. It went head-to-head in a Turkish army trial against handguns from the likes of Belgium, Austria, Germany, and the United States. Now, it ain't dirt cheap, but stacked up against Glock, HK, and Walther, it's downright affordable. The SAR Silma's SAR-9 is worth a long, hard look. Whether you're guarding the homestead, carrying for personal defense, or just putting rounds down range on a weekend, this pistol fits the bill. It came out on top in that grueling trial and earned its place as one of the better compact handguns out there today. With its squared-off profile, modular grip, and internals that take a pretty direct swing at the Glock 17, the SAR-9 ain't just following the leader, it's trying to pass it. One thing that stands out is the ambidextrous thumb safety, not something you'll find on most striker-fired polymer pistols. The grip feels right in the hand, and you can swap out the panels easy by removing the backstrap to get it dialed in just how you like it. The SAR-9 comes in a variety of trims, and suggested retail sits at around $439. With that kind of price tag and feature set, it's tough to ignore. SIG Sauer P320C. First off, the P320 is a modular semi-auto pistol, which means it's got more versatility baked into it than just about any standard handgun out there. You're not just buying one pistol, you're buying a whole system. Caliber swaps, grip size changes, full frame conversions, it's all on the table with this setup. If you want a 4-in-1 sidearm that can shift with your needs, this one checks every box. You can size it down for concealment, stretch it out for range days, or switch calibers when the mission calls for it. The ability to drop in different grip modules is a real bonus, especially for folks with big mitts or smaller hands who want a perfect fit. The other big selling point? That striker-fired setup. Striker-fired pistols have fewer moving parts and come with built-in safety features that help prevent accidental discharges. The trigger on this one's stable, smooth, and lighter than your average hammer-fired gun. It's one of the easiest shooting striker triggers out there, plain and simple. And while striker-fired pistols tend to cost less to make, SIG didn't cut corners on quality. The P320C runs on a stainless steel frame, giving it that solid, real steel feel in the hand, none of that toy gun nonsense. Walther PDP Compact. The Walther PDP series was built to take the reins from the long-trusted Walther PPQ, a pistol known for rock-solid reliability and utility. When you look at it on paper, the PDP lines up just about the same as the PPQ. It's got a 4-inch barrel, an overall length of 7.4 inches, a height of 5.4 inches, and a width of 1.3 inches. Empty. With a 15-round mag in place, it tips the scale at 24.2 ounces. The mag release is reversible, and those extended slide lock levers on both sides are easy to catch. Internally, the guts of this pistol match up with the newer PPQ models, but the outside tells a different story. The slide serrations on the PDP aren't just cuts, they're raised ridges that come right out from the body of the slide. They're deep, aggressive, and give you a solid grip even with gloves or cold hands. That setup also gives you more real estate for mounting a red dot. And truth be told, this pistol was made with optics in mind, so while it's meant to replace the PPQ, it ain't just a stand-in, it's a step up. Beretta APX Centurion. This legacy model from Beretta brings a medium-sized frame that holds 15 rounds in the mag and sports a 3.7-inch barrel. For aiming, you've got a basic 3-dot setup in white, but the rear notch is nice and wide. The blacked out rear dots give the white front sight a clean contrast, which helps speed up target acquisition when time's tight. The trigger pulls a little on the heavy side, around 5.5 to 6 pounds, but it's consistent. If you want a little more capacity, you can run the full-size APX 17-round mag in the Centurion with no trouble. Size-wise, it sits right between a Glock 19 and a Glock 26, compact enough for concealed carry, but big enough to shoot comfortably. And like most of today's carry pistols, it comes with interchangeable back straps, so you can tune the grip to fit your hand. Now here's the kicker: the price. This solid, dependable handgun comes in at around $350. So if you're looking for a reliable and accurate carry gun without dropping $600 or more, the Beretta APX Centurion is well worth a look. CZ P10C. One of the most overlooked Glock-style pistols out there is the CZ USA P10. Like all CZ firearms, the P10 series is built tough, runs smooth, and flat-out performs. You'll find them in all shapes and sizes, subcompact, compact, and duty length, with options for threaded barrels, suppressor height sights, and optics-ready slides. Barrel lengths run from 3 inches all the way up to 4.5, so there's no shortage of choices. Launched back in 2017, the CZ P10C, the C standing for compact, was designed and made by CZ to compete head-on in the striker-fired market. It's got a barrel length of 4.02 inches and a width of 1.26 inches. It ships with a 15-round mag, and that slight bevel around the mag well helps with fast, clean reloads. You'll also get 3 different backstrap sizes to dial in the grip just right. Now here's where it really shines the factory texturing. Some say it's the best in its class, and it's hard to argue. The front and rear straps have aggressive little triangles that bite in just enough to lock your hand in place without chewing it up. The sides are smoother, so it rides easy against your body if you're carrying concealed. Bottom line, the CZ P10C is one of the best values out there. Shoots like a champ, fits like a glove, and won't empty your wallet. It's a sleeper pick, for sure, and one well worth a spot in your safe. HK P30. The P30 might not carry the compact label, but size-wise, it fits the bill just fine. HK builds it with a 3.9-inch barrel, a width of 1.37 inches, and it carries 15 rounds of 9mm in the mag. It's a double-action, single-action setup with the HK P30S variant, featuring a decocker, not the usual side lever, but a smart little button right next to the hammer on the back of the slide. Easy to reach, easy to use. It also comes with a European-style paddle mag release above the trigger guard, ambidextrous, and slick once you get used to it. The controls across the board are oversized and user-friendly, built for real-world handling, even with gloves or in high-stress moments. One thing shooters appreciate is how this pistol works with a thumb-forward grip. You can run it without accidentally riding the slide stop, something not every pistol can claim. Ergonomically, the P30 takes a different path than most striker-fired guns. It won't be everyone's cup of coffee, but for those who like a DASA platform with thoughtful design, it's a strong contender. All said and done, the HK P30 may be a bit of a niche pick, but it's a high-quality piece that earns its keep. Well worth considering if you want something just a little off the beaten path. Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0. Now in its 2.0 configuration, the M&P has become a go-to sidearm and was one of the first real challengers to Glock's reign. Base price lands around $569, and just like Glock, it's offered in 9mm, 40 Smith & Wesson, and 45 ACP. You've got barrel lengths of 3.6, 4.0, or 4.6 inches, so it stacks up pretty evenly against Glock's subcompact lineup. Functionally, the two run neck and neck. Both come in optics-ready versions. Even the Performance Center M&P can be had for less than a standard Glock. Plenty of law enforcement outfits made the switch to M&P over the years, and it's held up well, earning a reputation as a solid alternative to the Austrian-built classic. The mag release is reversible, easy to find, and big enough to hit under pressure. The 2.0 model also comes with an ambidextrous slide stop and release, and it's got a great all-around feel in the hand. The ergonomics are sharp, the controls are smart, and it carries well. It's reliable, accurate, and not bad to look at either. A whole lot of agencies have turned to the M&P instead of Glock, and the more time it's been out in the wild, the more it's proven itself.